What is happening, everyone, and welcome back. Today we've got a beautiful plant-based Dal Makhani, which is a North Indian curry served with a saffron and cardamom rice and a delicious buckwheat roasted garlic and coriander naan. Let's get started. Alright, first we're going to start off by crushing some garlic. Just slightly. Then we get a tray, wrap it in some tin foil, drizzle of olive oil, generous sprinkle of salt, and straight in the oven. Preheat it to about 180. Next, dice all our veg. Next, individually dice the garlic. And this is a finely diced, so all you want to do is rock chop it nicely. Put your left hand on the left side of the blade, and your right hand on your right side. And just let the knife do the work. And that is the perfect size you want. Next, all we're going to do is grate this ginger, and a little life hack, spoon, just nicely comes off. But you can use a vegetable peeler, you can use your knife, whatever you like. What you want to do is dice this, nice and thinly. So essentially, you want to get the exact same size for the garlic. Just turn it the other way, and as usual, let the knife do the work and just rock all the way through it. And that should be perfect. Our green chili. If you want, you can use a red chili, depending on your heat preference. I like green chilies because you get the nice flavor of the chili, but then not all the spice. And the exact same, you just want to let the knife do the work, go all the way through. If you want, you can use the seeds, but be prepared because they are spicy. And that right there is perfect. We've got some coriander here, freshly picked from my garden. This is also for garnish. And that right there is most of our prep done. Next, what we're going to do is turn the pan onto a medium heat and let the oil heat up. Starting to smoke lightly, you just want to add all of the red onions on there. You want to let this saute for about 2-3 minutes. Then you want to add the garlic, ginger, and chili. Next, about 2-3 minutes after, when it's nicely just started to caramelize and sweat down nicely, you want to add the garlic, ginger, and chili. And cook for a further 4 to 5 minutes. And here's when you want to season. Just a small sprinkle of salt. Turn the heat down just slightly. Next, when it's 4 minutes in, when it's nicely sweated down, just slightly caramelized, you want to add our spices, which is in the list of ingredients below. Now, roughly 4 to 5 minutes after, it's got a nice color, just like this. You want to add the tomatoes. And cook for a further 4 minutes or so. And next, we're going to go to our cashews, which have been soaking for about 3 to 5 hours, and blend them to make our cashew cream. All right, so with the cashew cream, what we're going to do is drain this water it's been soaking, add it to the blender with about 1.5 cups of fresh water, and blend on a high speed until it's nice and creamy. All right, next thing we're going to do, we're going to add our cooked lentils and about half the amount of the cashew cream. And we're going to save the rest for our naan bread. Here's when you want to check the seasoning. You're going to add a bit of salt, add a bit of pepper. Yeah, next you just want to add a little bit of water. Lid on medium to low heat, and we're going to start on our rice and our naan bread. All right, next step, we're just going to add enough boiling water just to cover the rice. Add our spices, a large pinch of salt, our saffron, mix just for a few seconds, cover with our lid, and continue to cook for about 15 minutes. First thing we're going to do, we're going to add 2 level cups of our buckwheat flour. To that, a teaspoon of baking powder and a big pinch of salt. Next, what we're going to do is mix that together. A teaspoon of our active yeast and half a cup of lukewarm water. Activate the yeast for about 2 minutes. All right, now what we want to do is add our lukewarm water and our yeast to our flour, 1/4 cup of our cashew cream, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, just mix it well until it's all incorporated. And we can start kneading on our surface. Just dust it with a bit of our buckwheat flour. If it needs more flour, all you have to do is just sprinkle some on it. What you want to do is roll it back and roll forward nice and slowly. Once you've formed a nice round dough, you just want to leave it to rest for about 5 to 10 minutes. So it's been about 40 minutes. It's cooked beautifully, and that is exactly what you're looking for. Golden brown, and this is just beautifully soft. What we want to do is put into a pestle and mortar each individual clove with a bit of olive oil, salt, nicely pounded. Next step, we're just going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil, a sprinkle of salt and pepper, All right, so our naan's been resting for about 10 minutes. Now we're just gonna take it out, portion it. I'd say you can get this into about 3 naans, but I want a big naan, so we're gonna cut it into 2. From here, we're just going to roll into a nice ball, and then form our naan. So all you want to do is, you can use the tips of your fingers, you can use the palm of your hand, just to make a nice naan shape. Teeny bit more flour. From here, we're just going to pan fry it for about a minute on each side. Alright, from here, we're going to put our pan on a medium heat with about a tablespoon of olive oil and pan fry our naan bread. So we're going to let it cook for about a minute and a half on each side. Alright, now this should be ready to flip, should be a nice golden colour. Beautiful, and that is exactly what you want. So we're going to cook it for another minute to minute and a half. Alright, now that we are cooking our naan, we've got about a minute left until it's done. We're going to toast our coconut flakes and cumin seeds, just for the garnish. So we're going to put our pan on a medium to high heat. No oil, this is dry toasting. Just going to let that heat up. Just spread them out with your fingers. And the naan should be ready. As you can see, coconut is slightly golden on the ends, and that's exactly what you're looking for. And about now, the naan bread should be ready. Now, we can start plating and eat. Alright guys, here you have it, my plant-based Dal Makhani. Let us know what you think, what you want us to cook in the future. Thanks for watching, see you soon.